I like to share a correlation to emotions. So with something a lot of people have experienced to a certain extent, if not personally, then know someone that personally has. And this was something that I had a deep awareness with during the BLM movement, and how I witnessed myself being present to begin with, and how it evolved. When someone is experiencing extreme pain, imagine walking into a birthing unit as the mother is in process of giving birth. There's a lot of extreme emotions, intense emotions. Now imagine you were a 2-year-old walking into that room. There would be a lot of curiosity, shock, a lot of staring, like numb, what's going on? But from the person that's giving birth, their perspective would be offended, annoyed. Someone so naive would be watching and energetically present. And from the child's point of view, the child sees another person's perspective, another view, and learns. And from that learning grows into a young teen, where a young teen could visualize more what it would be like to go through the birthing process. So there would be more of a connection, a depth of relation to emotions. Without experiencing it themselves, they wouldn't know how it felt to actually give birth. When you were listening to somebody else's story, someone else's pain, that's what it's like. There's levels of awareness to how deeply you can connect with them. And it's in relation to how deeply you personally are choosing to connect with them, their story, their experiencing, what they're personally going through, and it not being about you, but being fully present, holding space for them. Now imagine being best friends and having someone with a child. You're going through the entire process with them. You're experiencing the kicks, the appointments, all the moments that lead up to the birth. And energetically and emotionally, there's a deeper connection. Now imagine you're in that birthing room, holding their hand. You're feeling what they're feeling, but you have to realize you're not actually feeling what they're truly experiencing, and you're feeling it as a bystander. So anyone that's expressing their pain, anyone expressing what they actually feel, look at it from that perspective. It's them expressing themselves. You are a bystander to witness them, holding their hand while they're giving birth to their story, their life, their pain. And you have a choice to approach that moment with love, grace, an open heart of kindness. And it doesn't matter what their perspective is. You can show up within yourself with love and grace every single time, because ultimately there is no separation. And when we choose to actually put ourselves in the place of holding their hands while experiencing that deep pain, those connections will bridge everything that's broken right now. And every single person can show up as a toddler, a child, because you got to start somewhere. Your awareness has got to start somewhere. Even though you might show up naive, even though you might annoy people, and you might not understand the questions to ask, by the time you reach teenage stage, you're going to be so grateful you stepped in as a toddler to learn somebody else's perspective and actually open your heart beyond what you know your experience to be. And when you show up with that awareness, you are holding their hand.